Hi, welcome to another video about Audi A2 project Youngtimer. In this video I will partially replace the power steering fluid since it is already 22 years old. Audi does not have any service interval for the power steering fluid, but I decided to replace it anyway so that there may be to prevent some problems in the future. So where is the power steering? How will I change it? I will not completely replace it. Because I don't want to mess with the hoses and so on, but the power steering reservoir is under this left headlight, so I will need to remove the headlight, and below that there is a power steering fluid reservoir in which I will try to suck as much as the power steering fluid is possible with a do-it-yourself homemade suction thing. So what I will be using, I have here this with the hose at the end, and with this I will just suck the power steering fluid out, and here is everything that we need. We need the power steering fluid. I just went for the factory Audi power steering fluid because I will replace it only partially, so that the mix will be perfect. Then we need Torx T30, so that we will remove the headlight, and then I will just there is the bottle plastic in which I will put the old power steering fluid, and I have here also an aluminum foil and some old this, so that I will just clean around it. So this is it, and now we can I will just go forward with replacing the power steering fluid. So first we need to remove the bonnet to get to the bolts for the lamp. I will link a video in the description about with instructions how to remove it. It's easy, and let's just do it. That's it, and I will just put it on a safe place. Anyway, now we need to remove the headlamp. This is held by two screws, one is here and one is here. So we need T30, and to just it's quite easy. That's it, and this one also. Okay. Just take the screws out. Notice that this screw is shorter than this one, so that when you will be putting them back in, you will use the correct one. Okay, as you can see, they are different sizes, so the longer one goes here. And now that we have unscrewed the screws, we just take slowly the headlamp towards the front. This is it, and we take it out. And now we need to unclip the this electrical cable. Be very careful. You just push this plastic bracket down, and take the whole connection slot out. But be careful, because you need to understand that this is 20 years old plastic and it can break quite easily. So I will just push it down, and let's see. Maybe you push first the connector in, then push it down, and then just slide the connector out. You see? It's easy, not a problem. But again, be very careful, because you just push this down, but before push the connector in and take it out. It should not break, but be careful. Okay, so now that we have the light out, we can see that this is quite dirty. So I will just use the raw and clean everything to minimize the possibility that any dirt or anything will go into the power steering fluid reservoir, which we can see it here. It's already here. So I will just clean all this around. Put this electric here so that it is clean and that it's minimized the possibility to get any dirt into the power steering fluid. This is it. Okay, that's it. And I will clean also this hose. that goes here. Okay, that's it. Okay, now I will clean around the steering fluid reservoir around here. I will use a little bit of a degreaser if it will help, but okay, it doesn't, so I will just clean around everything that it is possible, and that's it. Okay, and now why I used the aluminum foil, I will just put this around here so that any of dust will not go from this plastic. It will not go into the power steering fluid reservoir. So now I will just open it and let's see how much is it inside. Okay, so here we have, as if I see correctly, it is just full, so which is perfect. So let me just do it like this and put back on to measure it again. Okay, that's it, and let's take it out. Yeah, I don't know if it is visible on the video, but it is basically completely into the full. So it power steering fluid needs to be in between these lines, and it is full, so this is perfect. That means that there is no leakage or anything. Okay, so now I will take my do-it-yourself suction, and let's take out the most of the power fluid that it's possible. Okay, I'll just put it like this and suck it out. It's nice green. It's even not so bad as I thought. Let me just take it like this. Okay, and I will put it into the plastic bottle. That's it. Yeah, it will take a little bit because this is quite a little, but better. Okay, let me suck it out. That's it. And plastic bottle. It's not really nice green, but it's a little bit dirty green, so I think it is good that I will replace it with a fresh fluid. Okay, that's it. So this was quite quick. I was surprised that I thought that it was the full reservoir of this, but I cannot go through because there are some things inside. So I've drained around 2 deciliters of fluid, and I will just now pour inside the fresh fluid, which should be much more greener. Okay, let's do it like this. Okay, this is it, and let me now just pour it inside. Okay, that's it, and now let's check the level. I don't want to pour it too much because okay, let me just put this in, and let's see now. Let us wait, and we will check where the level is, if it is correct. The best is that it is at the top marker. Hopefully I didn't put in too much. No, it's still dry, so I need to add more. Okay, this should be probably enough. Let's check. This is it. Let's wait a few seconds. Let's take it out. It's almost at the minimum. Let me just verify again, and I will add a little bit more of the fluid. Okay, let's add more. Yeah, now it should be already close. That's it, and let's check. Okay, I don't know if it is visible on the video, but it's around half mark, so I will just add a little bit more so that it is at the top. That's it. This is enough. And let's verify if this is it. Yeah, it's exactly at the top. Let me just verify again so that I'm sure this is now clean. So it is exactly at the top marking, which should be perfect. And this is it for now. I will the car will be used for a few weeks, and after that I will do the second round, in which I think that I've used now half a liter, half a bottle. Yes, it's perfect. If it is visible, but it's perfect. So this is it. Let me just close it, and that's it. I will repeat the procedure in a few weeks with the other half. Anyway, the power steering fluid has been changed successfully, and now let me show you why it is maybe good to replace it. So here is the location, and now let's go to the power steering fluid. As you can see, this is a new one, fresh one, and this is the old one that was taken out. I think that there should be, let me just, how much I used it. As you can see here, I've used it almost half a liter. So this will be for the next round. In a few weeks I will just repeat the procedure, so that I will replace as much as possible the power steering fluid. Now let me just put everything back together, and this is it. And now let's install back the headlamp. When you are installing the headlamp, be very careful. You need to be careful just on one thing. You see these two bits, these two plastic bits need to go inside here. That if they go inside here, they are then the headlamp will be nicely put into the correct position. So when you are putting it in, be careful that these two pins go into here. Let me just connect the power cable. This is it. I also used this opportunity to clean a little bit the plastics around here. So for connection of the cable, you just put it in and press it, and it clicked. That's it. And now I will just look that these two pins will go into this brackets. So that's very important, so that they are nicely seated in. Okay, let us see. And that's it. They are nicely seated in, and the headlamp is correctly installed. Now I just need to put the screws in. As I said previously, the longer screw goes into here. So this is the longer one. That's it. Okay, and the shorter one goes here at the top. This is it. And okay, now I will tighten it a little bit, but just a little bit, because have in mind that these brackets are plastic, so don't over tighten them, because they can break. That's it. The headlamp is installed. And now I need to put back in the hood, the bonnet. You need to be careful here not to damage the paint. This is it. Just easily press it. Let's lock it into the position. And this one. That's it. And done. And this is it. The power steering fluid was partially replaced. I will repeat the process in a few weeks, so that the power steering fluid will circle through the whole system, and hopefully this will mean that almost all of the power steering fluid will be replaced, and will not make any problems in the future use of the car. Thank you for watching. Drive safely and smile when you drive, because driving is fun. Bye.